Hi, welcome to another video. So I'm back to this table again because actually it's been a few weeks since it's finished and the wood has started to shrink and it's left big gaps in the middle. It's because I've used second-hand wood that's been behind my shed for a while. It was obviously still damp and it hadn't dried out properly, and then actually I've had it inside and it's dried out and of course the wood shrunk. So as you can see, there is a gap. I've put a light underneath the table so you can actually see the gap. It doesn't usually look as bad as that, but I've just emphasised it by having the light underneath. Like any DIY project, you can sort it out. So today I'm going to show you how I'm going to sort this out. What I'm going to do is to cut some slivers. You usually use them in floorboards, in like the gaps in floorboards, and they're basically just like a long wedge-shaped piece of wood. But I'm going to make my own rather than buy them. You can buy them. I'm going to make my own and I'll show you how I'll do it. So it should be a fairly quick video because all I'll do is to cut the sliver and then glue it and tap it into the gap. And then once it's dry, just sand it all down. So let's see how it goes. This is the old bit of wood I'm going to use. I'll set my saw at an angle to get an angle cut on it. Okay, I've clamped it up and measured it in the right place for where my circular saw is going to go across it. It's a bit thick. Might need to do a better one. It's got a nice flat edge. Right, let's go see if this fits. It's not too bad. I'll just make sure I cut it at the right length. I've attached my belt sander to my workbench, upside down, just to sand this down a little bit more. Okay, I'll just keep sanding this down until it fits nice and snugly. I'm just going to use a bit of sandpaper just to get in the gap. It's getting there. A little bit more sand in that side. Okay, starting to fit a bit more snugly in here. You can just see the light coming through a little bit. It should tap in okay. Okay, let's glue it all up. Okay, loads of glue. Let's see what that's like. Okay, that's all glued up now. What I'll do is let it dry overnight and then tomorrow I'll give it a sand down. Okay, it's all dry now. Now to sand it down. You could plane it down, but I'm going to use a 40 grit sandpaper so it should come off pretty quick. That's it sanded down now with a 40 grit sandpaper. As you can see, it has filled the gaps nicely. Now I just need to make it good and blend this in with the rest of the tabletop as the Danish oil has been sanded away. Now I'm going to switch to 120 grit sandpaper just to make it a little bit smoother. I'm sanding with the grain just so the scratches are going with the grain and there's no visible scratches sideways.
Now I've switched to an orbital sander with 180 grit sandpaper to make it even smoother. And now I'm using a 240 grit sandpaper and just sanding this down by hand. Great, that's all sorted now. It's nice and smooth with no gaps at all in the tabletop. And you can just see where the sliver is here if you look hard. Now it's time to reseal the table. I'm using Danish oil as I previously used, just so this matches in nicely. I'm just pouring this on and then just rubbing it in using a soft cloth. I'll do several coats, leave it to dry between each coat, and then give it a bit of a buff in between. That looks good already.
Great, so that's that sorted. That's a quick and easy way to fix a gap in any sort of table or furniture that you've got. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for some more videos.